Hi everyone, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, whatever time you'll be tuning in. It is actually late evening. It's about probably 11 p.m. Eastern time, but I just want to reconnect. I'm welcome back everyone. First of all, I just want to reconnect, get in the mode of making the videos. It's very hard to start making them once you've taken a break, but even motor even sport cars taking breaks, so sometimes it's necessary. And I'm looking through the questions and emails that you guys had submitted, and today I'm gonna start with addressing some of the most requested ones. And the one topic that I found that everybody needs to need some help with was the issue from everyone's past. If people are struggling with living in the past, people are struggling with trust issues, and it is very difficult to overcome these things. And so I believe the title of this video is my Russian Ukrainian girlfriend lady has trust issues from her past. How do I make her trust me? So that is a little bit of a wrong uh, way to ask a question, but it is so common that I've decided to write it the way it usually gets requested. So I hope you guys hear me well? Before I start, thank you. Hey Matt, all the way from Australia. How are you? Yeah, I actually have new lighting and some new microphones, but I didn't have a chance to set them up yet, so I hope you can still hear me well. We're just gonna have a little bit of conversation. Hi Lance, thanks. Good to see you. Okay, good. You guys can hear me. Great. I didn't announce anywhere. I didn't talk to anybody and invite anybody to a live show because it's late and I respect everybody else's schedule. So you can watch this video recorded once you're able to tune in. You can watch it recorded. So you can't really make anybody do anything. So the question is, how do I make you trust me? It's very has very wrong um, a very wrong style of the question or structure of this question, but as I said, we're gonna roll with it because people often think that they have power over others, and sometimes people think that um, they can make somebody do something. First of all, the bad news is that you cannot make anybody trust you or love you or like you or do anything else. This is about them and how they feel. um, you can be inspiring for somebody to develop trust. You can be the person that is um, easy to be around, and that's you can be the person that always follow up their word. So you make it easy to create a connection, but you can't make nobody do anything. That's just number one. This is just the reality number one, right? So let's dive into it. So I received a letter from one of my subscribers, and I'm just gonna generalize it because I had more letters, also through the Patreon website, that people ask about trust issues. So we're gonna generalize. It's not about a particular person. We're just gonna make a general image. So what do you do when you meet somebody that you really like? You're really excited. Let's just say it's maybe a lady from Ukraine, but really it can be a lady from anywhere else in the world. Could be a girl next door, right? And you want to connect, you want to see her more often, you want to be in her life, you want to do things for her, but she just tells you that she has hard time trusting men. She tells you that she's not sure about you and she had issues in the past and all of that. First of all, to me, honestly, it's a major red flag because um, that is someone's pretty much it's an internal issue and you cannot fix it. You can create trust over time. This is, you see that sand clock there or sand watch, behind, right behind me. Um, it works really well. I can make it. I cannot make it faster, or I cannot make it go slower. It's just gonna go. It's a sand watch. Um, it has a particular system. The way the sand goes and down once the watch is on. Let's see if I can reach it. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna actually get it going. The time's up, guys. The time is on. I trust that this is gonna be 15 minutes because I've done it several times before. I know it's set in this old-fashioned, sand watch, right? Or is it sand watch or sand clock? I'm not sure. So, trust has a system. It has consistency. It has hourglass. Yes, thanks. Thank you. I forgot. Can't believe I forgot it. Yes, it's hourglass. In Russian or Ukrainian, it would be sandwich. So it's an hourglass. So trust in general, there is a system to the madness, to any madness. And talking about trust, it has a system, it has timing, has consistency, and this is how you build it. So if somebody tells you, you try to approach and create trust and connection with somebody, and then they telling you that, oh, they have trust issues and this and that. To me personally, I feel that it's okay to address your concerns when you're uncomfortable with something. That's understandable, but nobody else can fix that. So if you run into somebody who tells you right away these things, you just have to be aware that you're not gonna save them, or you're not gonna be able to get inside of their mind and body and fix it, because it's personal responsibility. Now, on the other hand, when a person tells you that they have trust issues, very often they open up and they share with you the struggle. So that is, in a way, a next step to getting to know somebody, when they do share their struggles, or things that they may have they're uncomfortable with, or they having issues with. But again, you are only responsible for your actions. You're only responsible for the things you do. So if somebody is struggling and they had a past of being hurt, or they have past with somebody overstepping their boundaries, lying to them, uh, betraying them in some ways, that's a long journey of recovery. And hopefully they working on their internal things. The worst thing that you could do is start telling them, oh, trust me, I'm not gonna hurt you. Oh, trust me, you can trust me. And start bombarding them with things. The best thing ever you can do is just follow up every time with your words. It's when you do things when you said you're gonna do them. That's pretty much it. This is how you build trust. And any anxious person, any anxious lady that have attachment style issues, other words, she always has, maybe abandonment issues and anxiety, and she was, either, betrayed or cheated, or how people call it, or hurt in any size, shape, or form. uh, what helps is that somebody that next to her just almost ignoring that and building something new. You building something new, you're focusing on the present, you follow up with what you said, what you're going to be doing. And it's just important to just be there and just keep going with it, just slowly building those bricks of trust. Generally, um, you're not supposed to fully trust or open up to a person you've seen in your life for the first time. You don't open the doors of your house and just invite everybody on the street. Usually when you have a house party, at least a little bit about people who are coming in. You don't just make a mess and taking chances, and you don't invite people to rob you. You don't owe anybody to trust them, and nobody owes you to trust you. You just build this over time. And it's the best cure for anxiety and doubts and trust issues is when you're doing things, you follow up, you don't brag about them, you don't make a big deal out of them. uh, my dear friends, very often you you're worrying about, does she have somebody else who is courting her? Does she what else she's doing? That's just none of your concern, because in every relationship, sometimes you when you get to know somebody, you want them to be free. You don't want to stress them out, to try to control them, and you probably do not want somebody to control you. It's a process when eventually, if you get close, you get connected, you build the trust along the way. It's just naturally, things just unfold naturally. You don't have to be a policy, with a big machine, big gun, and trying to see if she's is with somebody else. Oh, somebody did this for her, it's none of your concern what anybody's doing. In the first stages of getting to know somebody, you are just following along with the flow. You don't um, skip 10 steps of getting to know somebody just because you think you have competition. If you like her, I can guarantee you there is more people that like her or would like to approach her, and there is nothing wrong with that. If you start terrorizing her and asking her, just because you like her, it doesn't mean that she needs to give up on all of her other options and opportunities. It will be her decision. Once she feels the trust internally, once she feels that you are the one that she feels the most comfortable with, once she will get to that point, then it will be a new stage of connecting and dating. uh, you don't need to be comparing yourself to others. You don't need to worry on the first stages. Just let go of control, because some of you guys would send a bouquet of the flowers or a little gift, and then you are freaking out if you see her picture on social media with somebody else. She is free, and so as you are. First stages are just getting to know the person, and building this very delicate, very tender, very first connections, very first, you know getting to know. So the less control you put into it, and the more freedom you give the person to connect with you, and um, they will actually have desire to get to know you better. That's when it comes to trust, trust about sort of your way to exclusivity. Just relax, enjoy it. This is the most, it's one of the most fun part in getting to know somebody, is when you just, you don't have any responsibilities, you don't have any bills together yet, you don't have the problems that comes with exclusivity and engagements and in marriages. You have it's almost like, like high school, high school dating, because you just, you're excited and you taking your time. So that's it. And if the woman keeps saying, after you showed her over a longer period of time, let's say maybe several months to half a year or a year or more, and she keeps telling you that she cannot trust you, um, there is something wrong. You have to probably seek some help, or you have to do it yourself. If you know somebody and you have been together, you have been connecting with that person for a longer amount of time, I would say, if it's more than half a year, 6 months, it just means that you probably don't have that connection and real connection and real chemistry together, because trust is actually part of the chemistry. It's part of connection and it's part of attraction. It is a big part of it, because especially for women, it is very important to have that feeling of security. And in this case, by security, I mean emotional security, that she can relax with you. She is not, she feels safe. She does not afraid to be attacked or hurt by anybody else. And that's just what it does. She feels secure with you. I remember in one of my very first videos, um, when I just started, we talked about this, and I told one of my subscribers who was dating a Russian girl, um, and he literally had a notebook and he was writing, the ideas and observations, and I told about the importance of her telling you the phrase that she feels safe with you. If the girl, especially in our Slavic culture, if the girl tells you that she feels safe with you, it's it's what you want to hear. If she tells you that she feels safe with you, that means that she's opening up, she's relaxed, and this is what you want. And I'm going to make a video about 3 dates, because it's so absolutely ridiculous. There is no person in the world that can get to know somebody in 3 days. I actually watched the live. Okay, so I've been taking time off, so I watched a few shows about the 3 dates rule. The American sort of way of, okay, if it's 3 dates, we have enough of trust, and then it's okay to have sex. It's just so wrong on so many levels. I am getting back into the live format, so I feel a little, it's like it's my first video after a break, so we are going to talk about this, and this is so wrong on so many levels. It is nobody, not in your business, not in friendships. Seeing somebody for three times does not give you anything. It's just a very early stage of connection, and I'm very surprised that a good dating coach can recommend you to be involved, and sexually involved with a woman after 3 days. Are you ready to be involved with her? If she turns out to be crazy and she calls you the next day and she's pregnant, he didn't cover the topic, right? I believe that trust is a very slow process, and it's kind of good this way. It's good to take things slow, because the person that's worth it that worth getting to know. You don't want to skip any stages. You don't want to be on a rush. If something is meant to be, it's going to happen. And for women especially, we have a different role. We are more of a gatekeeper. We are literally, quite literally, let you in. So before that happens, we need to know a lot more about you and feel about you. And it's a process. And there is a reason why there is so many men complaining about the crazy ex. Why is your ex crazy? Because why you call them crazy? Because you never got to know them. You never got to know them before you jump into that mess. You never get to know them. And same with women. A lot of women also blaming their, oh, my crazy ex, he's, well, so why didn't you vet him? Why didn't you uh, get to know him better? So that's a video that's coming. I made a video several years ago about 3 dates rule, and why, what is, Russian Ukrainian outlook on 3 dates rule. So, but it's been at least 3 years since that video, so it's time to make an updated one. And it's gonna be a lot more insightful, because one can learn a lot in 3 years. So anyway, we got a little bit of topic, but yet it is actually connected. So I think that any woman that is getting involved with a man very early is making a crucial mistake, because he doesn't have to work for it, he doesn't have to earn it, and she doesn't know what she's signing for. So most ladies that claim that they have trust issues, that they've been hurt before, they make that mistake before. They jumped on. Just because man wants you, it doesn't mean that you're ready for it as a woman. Of course, I mean, he needs to want you, otherwise he will not even invite you for a second date. Let's be real. Or even not for a first date. You're not going to invite you anywhere if he doesn't have this initial attraction to you, initial desire to you. He's not going to do nothing. Right? Tell me that I'm wrong, because I know I have a few guys in the room. I know I did not announce, but oh yeah, I got some messages here. Thanks, guys. So tell me that I'm wrong when I say, if you don't like a girl, if you are not attracted to her, she's not getting even date number one. With women, it's a little bit different. We look at you, and sometimes we are not terribly interested, but we are not repulsed. So your character in this case will decide whether or not we are going to be willing to see you more. And I disagree, with the host of the show, that he was saying he has a lot of good stuff on his channel, but a lot of a lot of reasonable things. Every person that I watch once in a while have reasonable things to say, but we operate differently. You look at a lady, and it's first first connection is about her looks, period. For us, we may not be terribly attracted to you at first, but it can build up. It can build up through the way you treat us, through the way you make us feel, through your charisma, through the way can I say through the way? I guess not. The way you show us, the way you treat us. If you meet a lady and you show her certain things that she's never experienced before, she may overlook that you are not 6 feet 6'2" or 6'3" or whatever. She may totally overlook that. She may overlook your other imperfections, because she would realize you have something that makes her feel a certain way, and nobody else done it for her. Now, if she was repulsed, if she's repulsed by you, that's kind of makes it hard. Okay, I can tell you honestly, when back in time, um when I used to go out and do all the clubbing thing, or going out thing. I was born in a uh beautiful sophisticated city, which is capital of Ukraine, Kiev. And there was many places to go. I was going out almost very often, and very and often the men that approach me, the first moment, I know, I don't care if he's a king of the world, I don't want him, I don't like him. It does exist when the woman is totally repulsed. That is just her instincts. So her instincts just tell her that you are not the one. You are not. We cannot change who we are attracted or connected to. It's same with friendship. Some people, you meet them and you see them for the first time, and you just can't stop the conversation. You want to see them again. Same with dating. It is something have to be in instant, even for ladies, even though that we can change our mind a little bit, but she cannot be repulsed. If she's repulsed, it's also, this is just my kind of thought on this, but I feel like if the lady is repulsed, well, she's not going to tell you that she's repulsed, but she, if she feels repulsed, that is a little bit of a her also, her ancient mind. And it just basically means that she does not want to she doesn't want intimacy with you on subconscious. She's not thinking about it. Thinking, she's not thinking about it, but in her mind, she doesn't want intimacy with you, and she doesn't want to reproduce from you. You are not, there is something. It doesn't mean that you are bad or you are wrong. It's just you do not match her, and your instincts are strong. Because sometimes a lady would have a man who would pursue her for years and years and years, or do amazing things for her, and she can't even kiss him. She can't even hug him, because she's repulsed. Just imagine your DNA were not meant to procreate, okay? So there is no connection, and that is okay. So if you feel that much of no, just move on and find somebody who enjoys you more, okay? What? Give some people giving their ideas here in the chat. Okay, I'm gonna look in the chat in a minute. I did not expect you guys will come, because I did not announce, so, but okay, I'm gonna look at the chat. So yeah, this is just, and this is also, attraction. It is also it's connected with all these feelings of trust also, because attraction, connection, trust, it's all kind of, you do have to have some kind of trust to give your information, how the man can connect with you. You need to have a little bit of a trust to go on a date. You don't want to go on a date with a maniac or serial killer. So it's the body language, it's the features, it's the way that person talks, look in your eyes. So, but don't expect, so it's a little seed of trust, but don't expect something that takes 9 months, be ready and thriving in 3 days, right? If somebody is pregnant and it's an exciting event, you are excited about it, but by no meaning you want that pregnancy resolve in 3 months, because it would be tragic and the child would not be born, right? So same as with trust, you may have seeds of positive feeling, seeds of curiosity and anticipation and excitement about somebody, but just let it develop naturally. Don't push it. Don't Don't try to, don't try to make it happen. Let it happen instead. Let it happen. Don't always stab, like in a dance. Don't just you don't always lead and push. Let her respond a little bit, and that's how you build those bricks of trust, those little layers. And I think it's a wonderful process because it's a process of getting to know each other. It's a wonderful thing. You don't need to control them. You don't need to go and dig in their past, or you know some people will tell you so much information about them that you can almost see in their future. That is too much. Oh, thank you, Lance. I appreciate it. Wow, my first super chat after after a long break. Um thank you, Lance. I appreciate it. And let's see what Lance is saying. He's saying, "Oh, you're amazing, my friend. Love the wisdom you share." Thank you, Lance. I appreciate you too. Thank you for hopping on my unexpected live video. I'm gonna try to get back on a horse, and my first priority is my Patreon members and their video requests, but also those of you who send emails. So we're gonna follow up with that. And thank you for the spark, Lance. I appreciate it. I'm gonna read some of your comments before I go. And this video was a little bit about how to not force trust. I feel that trust is something very, very fragile. It's like a butterfly. It's something very delicate, and to make it very strong and very stable, it's a lot of hard work. But to break it, it could be just one accidental move and it will be broken. It's kind of, when you take the white new piece of paper, for your printer or whatever else you got, maybe you're writing. It's so perfect and smooth. There is not a wrinkle on it. But if you do crinkle it, crinkle, if you do crunch it, and no matter how hard you try, to make it smooth, it will never ever be smooth again. So instead of trying to skip 10 stages of getting to know each other, instead of trying to bring things from the past and project them on a new person that you don't even know yet, why don't you take it slow? Because if it's worth it, if it's worth your time, if it's worth your time, attention, if it's somebody who is meant to be in your life, they are not going anywhere, they're not trying to get anything from you. I know one thing for sure: when the man is into you, he is never rushing you with no bedroom stuff. If he is into you, when he realizes your value, when he realizes he never met a girl like you, if he is fully deeply into you, he taking all the time he needs. He is glad to be where he needs to be. He has initiatives. He initiates new dates, new plans, new travels, new trip. You don't even have a chance to say something. He has already came up with a plan. He's trying to come up with 3 more months of things you're gonna be doing and 5 more years. And it sounds a little crazy, but you understand that uh, he realizes that it's his time to shine, and the last thing on his mind is to ruin it and try to force you or push you, on a third date or on a whatever date. He doesn't count dates. He finds it as an exciting adventure to spend time with you because you are special. And same guys, for you, when you meet a lady that is into you, She's not obsessed about what she can get from you, where you can take her. You want to do things for her, but she's not asking you for some outrageous things. In fact, she's not asking you for um, material stuff. She's not, dragging you to every store, or she's not trying to take advantage of you, because she knows that she is more interested to get to know you, so she can decide if you're the one that she can let you that she can let if you're the one that she would let courting her, that she would let you court her, because she sees a potential in you. So other words, um people who have true interest in each other, they are not worrying about taking advantage of each other. They are excited about the journey. They want to take time in getting to know each other, and it's exciting. It's kind of similar, when you go to the store and you go shopping, and the business owner, talks to you. If they are smart, they're not gonna push in things on you. They're just gonna tell you what they got, and they're gonna try to establish connection with you, and they'll be honest about what they have. And if they don't have that particular product, they actually will suggest you and say, hey, uh, we don't have this product, but this store does, because they realize that relationships and being helpful and being honest, it's something that you will remember, and next time you will come and get it. When somebody is rushing you and talking you into getting something, it's only today, and it has to be done, you will never have this chance again. This is where you need to start to wonder, because Rolls Royce does not need an advertisement and a hot offer, so as, Bentley or any other high level vehicles, they don't get on sale or action. So, um, or limited time offer. So, anyway. So, okay, I finished my thought. Let me read some of your messages, guys. It is true that foreign relationships, you don't have as much time as if it's a girl next door, or if you are in long distance relationship, maybe in different states, or different countries in Europe, wherever you are. But still, you want to get to know somebody. I mean, you can't just skip it. You have to find an opportunity to be able to talk and communicate. Trust is earned. There is no other way around it, and trust is the highest currency. And if you are also the person that was hurt, I mean, show me a person that had not been hurt before. But just tell yourself and realize that, okay, even if you have been hurt before, you need to stop dragging it in a new relationship. Maybe you need to work on your discernment. And even though you do have less time and you do need to take quicker decision, if you are in long distance relationship of any kind, you still got to be mindful. And that's it. Hi everybody, good night everybody who is going to bed. um Okay, JB is saying true intimacy happens when both people feel safe enough to be vulnerable. Yep, I agree with that. I agree with that. And you can't fake it. Your feelings, your sensations are never wrong. Will is asking again. Will, okay, he's asking the question, how long should a high value man wait when dating? He needs to wait till she is ready. There is no answer. How long does it take you to find your best friend? You don't know. You wait, sometimes, I mean, it's important to activate your inner, your intuition, your say your ability to connect. You will feel from her as long as it takes from her to open up and feel trust toward you. So it's a different time for different people. It's the only one sign I can tell is that it's gonna feel natural. You will not have to convince her, oh, trust me, it's gonna be okay. And you don't want it, because you don't want her to be scared. You want to build it. You want to give it time, but definitely don't put counts. You know how weird it is. It's the same if the girl put count on you. Okay, so on the date fourth, you need to buy me a new purse. On the date seventh, you need to get me a new phone. On the date ninth, you need to. I mean, it's horrible. I mean, it's just some things are, you have to be able to connect. If you don't feel the other person, it means you don't have connection, and even on the day 29, it's not gonna work. So you just have to you have to be able to feel the other side. When she feels safe and she's ready, she will give you signs. She will give you, you will definitely know. So, by the way, I woke up like this. I was waiting for this cup, but I wish that it would be in black and white. It would be black, and it would say it would say that in white. But oh well, maybe next time. um, it's like, it's similar to a question: how long do you wait to invite somebody to your home? How long do you wait to introduce a friend of yours to your family and friends? As long as it takes. As long as it takes, and as long as it feels good. And the thing is, uh the better it gets, the better it gets. The more you feel trust and comfort around somebody, the more amazing things will be, and the more incredible that experience is going to be. Because when you let things build up, when you let her wonder about you, when you let her, this one thing, when you just, pushing, even the kissing, the kissing and hugging, when you pushing, when she does this, don't push it. Let her come to you a little bit. The more you push, the less she will want you. This is just the reality. So for most women, we're talking about women that have standards. Of course, there are women that, will follow you to your house, and take advantage of you. So we're talking about ladies who are, wife material. We're talking about ladies that you would be proud to have on your hand, and most importantly, in your life. Somebody that is a diamond that you want to have and you're looking for. Diamonds are not just, laying on the ground and waits to be picked up, right? And it's not jumping to any opportunity. You should also understand that she has full right to go out with other men when there is nothing wrong with. It's actually quite important to have options and go out. It doesn't mean that she is exercising options to the fullest, or how shall I say it. It doesn't mean that if she is slow with you, it means that that's part of your character. So before you are committed or exclusive, both of you have a right to go out and meet people. There is nothing wrong with that. um, that's why it is weird that some dating coaches says you should exercise that on a third date. So what if you going out with three other men? So should you get involved with all those too? it's not making any sense. That should be an exclusive thing. That's just my opinion. As a woman, I can tell no smart woman wants to risk her house, her life, with a man that she does not know and doesn't trust. That's just, that one night may ruin her entire life, because she may um have certain consequences after that night, and she doesn't even know you, and you may have five other women, or whatever. So this is just silly. Trust is built over time, and it's one of the most incredible things that you can experience, because trust is the highest currency. It truly is the highest currency. you know you can have all the money in the world, but sometimes you need to talk to somebody, and you may not have that person you can talk to, that's not gonna sell you, that's not gonna put you on the spot. Oh, thank you, Gray A. Thank you. You are so sweet. I appreciate it, especially today when I feel a little rusty after not doing live for 2 weeks or more. Thank you so much. Gray A says, "Hey, Veronika, I love your content. Keep doing what you're doing." Thank you, dear. I appreciate it. Um, I'm trying to get back. Okay, so yes, Edward, looks are not everything, but they are also important for women. If the woman just very early, um, um, if the woman is just really repulsed by you, just find the one that likes you, at least a little bit, and then build it from that. Because if she's repulsed by you, it's not gonna be fun. Okay, looks do matter, but as I said, with women, as long as she is not repulsed by you, she can build. Um, she can grow on you, as they say, with time. She may. Or thanks, thanks, Will. So you don't know me for a while. Well, thank you. I grew since then. Just telling you. Um, the 3 date rule does not apply to 95% of men. The only top 10. I don't believe in it. I don't think that men who are have position or high earning, that are that are top. I cannot imagine any man who has a reputation want to go with a woman he barely knows and get it on a different level. Men who have a lot to lose are not interested. As far as I know, I may be entirely wrong, but I'm just saying my observation. They want to know you a little bit better to make sure you're not gonna post some BS on social media, or they're not gonna blackmail your family. I feel that men who have who got a lot to lose are the ones that aren't gonna be hurting you in anything, because uh, sex is not a problem for them. They can get it from the first 10 seconds if they need to, with the specific kinds of women. So, they are not after the cheap stuff, or they're not in a hurry. They take their time to get to know you, because they want to make sure that they know who you are, before they, once again introduce you to, their circle, or before, now with the time of social media, you go out with the wrong person, or, you get involved with the wrong person. If she's crazy, the next morning she can wake up and make a story, and make a story about it, or post something crazy. So it's just all common sense, you know, it's all common sense. You don't want to put numbers on something that you can't count. You can't put number on at what point you can start fully trust somebody, when you feel safe with somebody. It's just common sense. So anyway, I will make a video on that because it's as I said, I had this three date video, but a lot had changed since then. I've learned a lot. So um thank you so thank you so much, everybody. Oh, okay, Lance is already off the chat, but thank you for the kind words, Lance. He says, this advice moves much in my situation and thoughts. You are a huge support for my mindset. Well, good, good. I mean, seriously, most of the things that we're talking about, they are so common sense if you think about it. So, guys, it's getting late. I don't want you to have black eyes tomorrow. I mean, not black eyes, but, you know, black under eyes. So I'm gonna be wrapping up. Thank you so much for joining, everyone. I may or may not make this video private because I'm not private, but for Patreon maybe, I don't know. I'm just getting back to this. It's a little bit difficult. Not difficult, but you know, I was doing behind the scenes work and taking time off. Uh, well, I agree that I also know a lot of high value men, and they do not like to waste their time. But spending time with the right woman is not a waste. They do not want to waste time with a woman that's not interested in them, yes. But I hardly know anybody who would just, you know, look at the watch. They, you know, most people who are rational and, you know, who are just, they want to have a human experience. They don't want to have a robot. You know, you can get, you know, get a, you know, an escort girl and, you know, not worrying about in no 3 dates. You know, you want things to happen naturally. So um high value people, so to speak, before they let anybody in their life, um in their bed or in their heart, they have a process. That's just from my experience. I may not know people that you know. I know you know who I know, but well, right, but to make it to be more than just sex, uh you need to get to know the person. Women have nothing to give you if they did not build things up. For us, we build things up over time. You know, when we see certain things, when you treat us differently than other men, when you show up different, when, you know, you're charismatic, but you're not pushing anything, you just enjoying our company, so we can relax and not feel stress. Or, oh, okay, I need to do this now, I need to, you know. So to have it more than just sex, it needs to be built up. I'm not saying wait forever and, you know, become buddies and friend zone each other, but the most amazing thing when you build up trust, but there is also tension, you know, when she's enjoying your company and it's magical and it's exciting, there is tension to build up and there is desire in the woman. It's like a stove, the desire builds up and then she can release it. But if she didn't have any chance to build anything up, she can't give you very much. You know, she can't give you something that she doesn't have. I know with men it's a little different. You get excited pretty fast, but for us ladies, it is so exciting. I just want to say this from my own experience. It is incredibly it's just, it's something that is worse, you know, RTH, for us to live life, to experience these moments of desire and connection for a man. But just let us develop, you know, just let us develop it. You will know. You will definitely get a sign. You won't have to push for it. You may have to show initiative, but you won't have to push or force or convince. It's much more exciting. Oh, hey, Alec. Good to see you, my friend. I am back from mountains. I know you are in mountains too. So, I'm back from Montana mountains, and you are hopefully in beautiful Colorado. Um, Thank you. Yes, I'm getting back to it. Getting back to connecting with you guys. So, those of you who will watch later, who is watching now, I am considering different topics. We're gonna have some universal conversations. There is so much going on in the world right now. Yeah, I don't want this to be only about, Slavic dating, because we are all worldly people. I am, for those of you who do not know me, I am from uh, Kiev, Ukraine, but I lived this past 12 years in US, and I traveled around the world, and I love meeting people, and I also like um, to observe the tendencies and dynamics between cultures and relationships, and there is a lot interesting things to discuss. So if you have some extraordinary thoughts, ideas, or just something that you you have in your mind, feel free to share about it, or feel free to share it. Meanwhile, I want to let's see. Meanwhile, we're gonna be wrapping up. I don't want to go past an hour because we all need to get ready. Oh, thank you. Yes, it is very wise. True intimacy happens when both sides feel safe enough to be vulnerable. Yes, exactly. Yeah, and it's the most amazing things. Um, Will is saying it looks like good guys must wait while bad guys get what they want. Well, it depends on the woman. It depends on what goals the woman has. If she has a goal to just be an everlasting girlfriend, yes, the bad guys gonna have their way with her. But if she is a woman that values herself, bad guys do not stand any chance with her, because she already knows, she knows that these are not somebody, she will not consider them, even if she may be attracted, to their muscles and shoulders and all of that stuff. But if she is on a different path, if she is looking, she's ready for a husband, she doesn't care about it. Guys, we have different criteria than you do. And she already maybe she already dated a bad guy. Especially if she's smart, she will stop that. And it's if she is ready for something serious, and she does not want to be an eternal girlfriend, if she wants to settle down, she's not gonna go for the bad guy. She will want to have a man who invests in her, invests his time, his focus, his finances, everything, his emotions, his thoughts to plan things. So if she is mature, she's not in her mind. I don't mean that she's old, but she's not gonna be interested in that. um yeah, a lot of women struggle with self-esteem. That's why they get attached and addicted to bad guys, because they looking for validation, and um, they they have a lot of problems. So but the women with high values, they're not interested in they're not interested in this kind of things. They're not interested in these men. Yeah, we are all human. We all sometimes get attracted to somebody, and we all sometimes have certain thoughts on in their mind. But a smart woman is a strategic woman. She understands that she is like this with her, and if he is like that with her, if he's pushing for sexual things, he does this with all the other women. If she is smart, look for a smart girl, guys. She not gonna, she's not gonna let that slide. She understands that that's his strategy, and bad guys do not invest their time with their thoughts or their money into, in you. So they don't, it's not even money in terms of finance, but attention, thoughtful things, thoughtful gifts, and things like that. So, oh my gosh, I'm trying to finish and you guys are all popping in. I think. What? Teacup. Okay, let's see. Emerald says, a woman is not a trophy. Well, Emerald, that depends on the woman. Oh, thank you, JB Petri. I think I know you. I know you. We talked with you, my consultation some time ago. Am I correct? Oh, thank you so much. She says, you have evolved as an advisor and I trust you. I have value your opinion and wisdom. Well, thank you. I wouldn't have much to talk if I would not evolve, but I appreciate it. Yes, I need to re-record all of my early videos because I gained so much perspective from having my own experiences and living my own life. And of course, being in this environment. So thank you. I appreciate it. It's really sweet. Okay, Teacup. I think you can build trust by providing financial support every month, and she may not stop trusting you if you no longer supporting her. Well, this is really messed up because you cannot build trust before you start supporting somebody every month. You need to make sure that. So we're talking about Ukrainian lady, for example. Uh, you can support somebody every month and they can just not even have you on their, they may only think about you once a month when you send them money. Before you start supporting somebody every month, you need to make sure you trust them. That's number one. Number two, if you support somebody and you stop supporting somebody, what are the reasons? I mean, it's a messed up, the way you express your thoughts. It's kind of a messed up system. If the woman is with a man who is a provider and something happens, if you do have trust and love and connection, of course she's not gonna leave you because you have a little bump on the road, and you maybe have a tough months, whether you live in together or it's a long distance relationship. But in general, it's a messed up situation. Trust, once again, trust is not something that you hoping for. You have to know what you're doing. Unfortunately, I do consult a lot of men, and a lot of men feel that they can build trust with sending money, but you cannot. You connect with somebody first. You see if they answering, if they reciprocating, if they also want to spend time with you and have plans with you, and you build it over time. So it's kind of like, when you going to, you want to be hired, you go for a job interview and you hoping excuse me, you are hoping for, let's say, 45,000, and they offering you 100,000. Have you really earned the trust? No. So it's, you do things at your own risk. For you, okay, maybe I should make it maybe I should make a video how to understand these things. But anyway, guys, it's getting too long. Please don't think that by that you can buy trust. You cannot buy it. You can show a woman that you care about her by providing for her, by protecting her, by making her feel safe. But you need to see that she is responding to that. That is very important. You cannot buy love and you cannot buy trust. You cannot do it. People can pretend, but you cannot buy someone's heart. You can earn things, you can build things over time, you can melt someone's heart, you can uh, make make somebody be I don't know how to describe this emotion. You can have the woman in awe from what you're doing for her, but if she's not the right woman, uh, everything you do for her will work against you. So you have to have trust in her as well, and it also takes time. So, oh, look at this. From Michigan with love, guys. Thank you so much for joining the stream. It's wonderful to reconnect with you. You may consider joining my Patreon account, because a lot of these long videos I'm gonna be saving there. Um, we shall see. Doesn't matter. It's my first, reconnection with you after taking a break. So thank you so much for joining. Let me digest this all. I hope you have a wonderful night, and I will see you soon. Uh, Another crazy comment. So Emerald is saying, I have a female friend from Serbia who told me that she requires at least 5 dates in order to start trusting. I'm not gonna comment on this. We'll talk about this later. Good night, everyone.